Hey, what's up everyone? This is Zarina, your Upland neighbor, bringing you the floor today, May 25th in all Upland cities. Please do me a solid and hit that like button. Please also subscribe if you haven't already. And please do tell your Upland friends to come check out the channel. It really would help me out, and it also helps out the algorithm if you guys also leave a comment and get more people looking at this channel. So, I do want to talk about fun games today. Well, potentially fun games that are coming to Upland. Upland already made its own announcement about X, a game it's like a shooter gallery type of game where you will actually be able to potentially win some UPICs within that game. So it sounds like, players might also win UPICs off of each other. A little bit of a wagering thing, putting together we're putting some use for UPICs in the game besides whatever we already have. It sounds like it might be a fun thing. Along with that, I do want to highlight one of our players in the UDN. He is part of the Upland Developer Network, and he's working on his own game. So the Grand Brindle is working on United Kingdoms, and I've mentioned it before that he's been working on this. But I want to show you his website and also give a little bit of a rundown on how to operate it, because some people have been a little confused. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of a preview. It is not a paid sponsored video on his behalf. It's just me wanting you guys to know as players what's going on in Upland, and all the things that are exciting that we can get involved in. And then also you see the push that players are making towards making more entertaining things happen in Upland for us. So let's go ahead and take a look at Upland Kingdoms. Okay, so here is Kingdom of Arlington, because this is where I chose to start. I do have some properties in Arlington, and you do have to have properties with the game. So I could have chosen Dallas. That was my other option. So basically I did read the guide, and the guide told me that I should start a farm, and I had to start a farm on a specific type of property. I believe it was a forest, plain, or something else. Whatever the case, I had a forest down here, and these other properties didn't work. You can see these probably mountain properties or some sort, but I definitely was able to start down here on the forest looking icon. So if I go to manage, I've now started, there's a farm constructing, and it has 170 days remaining. And I did talk to Grum about this, and he said that that's about a little less than 2 days basically in real life. And I did suggest to him that he put a real accurate day count for people to look at, so that we don't have to calculate and try to figure out how many real days this is going to be. If I hit manage, you can see I could cancel, but it looks like what's happening is it's harvesting trees is going to take 55 days. And then the other time is going to be with actually constructing the farm. And I only have one farmer working. I don't actually have any peasants to add to this. So yeah, so basically the first thing you want to do, per his guide, is try to construct your farm. So if you're trying to get started in the game, he said it is meant to be a slow-paced game, so you come back to it, get back to it. But what I'm looking forward to is getting back to the idea of attacking others. So the guide, in the overview, it does say Upland Kingdoms is a game built on top of Upland using the properties that you own as your domain. Any building that is built on a property is attached to that property. If you sell that property in Upland, those buildings move with it to the new owner. Each city in Upland acts as a separate kingdom, so resources and workers in one kingdom cannot be used in another kingdom without being moved there first. Your goal will be to develop your kingdom, raise an army, amass wealth, and subjugate other players to become the most powerful ruler in each kingdom. So yeah, there's some talk about time here, but yeah, the bottom line is that I want to be able to subjugate other players and become the most powerful ruler in each kingdom. That's the goal. That sounds fun to me. And it's cool that if I build up some cities and I sell my properties, people might be encouraged with having whatever I've built on my land, knowing that they can come to Upland Kingdom and have those buildings already constructed and save them some time. All right, that's my tidbit about Upland. All right, everybody. So that was that. You get a little bit of an insight into Upland Kingdoms and what might be coming. do check it out on your own if you can. If you want a link, just hit me up on Discord. I can send you a link to that particular beta site so that you all can check it out on your own. So yeah, as far as that compared to Uplandia, it's very different. Like that one's more slow paced. Uplandia is like right, it keeps going in the moment, and it's like what do you call it? Like a text-based game, and then you go battle in the forest, things like that. So Uplandia is very different, and it is like more like, I guess, like real-time action versus having to wait a little bit. But I do like the aspect where Upland Kingdoms, you're allowed to attack other players. I think that sounds like a really fun, actual competitive, fun part to add to Upland, where you attack for some resources or whatever you might get from them, and subjugate the kingdom. Sounds fun. And having your actual Upland properties linked to that game is pretty cool too. So the more Upland properties you have in a kingdom, the more you'll be able to like spread out and build certain things. Like I saw one of my properties, I could build like an armory. So anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about this floor. No, I forgot. Collections were announced today in London, and they didn't mint out as super fast. Like people still left some expensive ones hanging around in the new neighborhoods that were announced as collections. But then some were purchased. So you guys will have to tell me how you did. I almost purchased, and then I was like, I'm gonna wait for Genesis Week. I really can't afford to buy more London right now and Genesis Week. So it's gonna have to be a pause for me, and we'll see. Just I can't just have that FOMO. I'm just going to have to just be happy with what I've gotten so far in London. And later on down the line, buy more Knightsbridge. I'm always forgetting the name of it. I think of it as KB, the KB neighborhood. And I think it's, I can't even remember. Whatever the case is, I will buy more London, God willing, eventually. Just not yet. So, you guys who did, kudos to you. The other floors are going down in some respects, maybe because people were trying to get a little bit of liquid, but also London's going down in those areas that are not collections. Look at that. We are at $13.64 floor on the dollar side. That's quite below where we started weeks ago when London first opened. So now we're getting, what is that? San Francisco is over $11.50, and London is not that much higher. So that tells you what we're looking at. Rutherford's sitting there with that $16 property that's, not selling. I'm surprised, though, because the Upper Side, and we did get one that sold on the Upper Side, so now that 40,000 property is now up in line, and we'll see if anyone drops the floor over in Rutherford. Speaking of people dropping floors, the floor is not bad right now in LA. It's 8,000 UPX, but every time I mention it's 8,000 UPX, the next day it's back down to 7,000 something because someone goes ahead and does that. So we'll see where it is. But right now we're at 8,000, so if you're looking to buy, you might just wait until tomorrow and see what pops up a little bit cheaper. But if you're looking to sell and, you want to be in that 7,000 UPX range or 7,700 UPX range, then it might be a good time to slide in there and take your turn. That's about all I have right now on this floor. I hope you guys are having a great week. We're almost to Friday. So, happy Thursday Eve, and happy Friday Eve, and happy Thursday night. Happy hunting, everybody. I'll see you guys in Upland.